Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About with Biff Lucky and Mr. Fun, the podcast where we will talk about everything. We will talk about anything. Quite frankly, today we're going to talk eating challenge, second annual.
Second
eating
annual.
challenge.
We changed it up a little bit.
I
this
think we've
year.
stepped it up, and it's got us nervous here.
Yeah, we have 12 beers, I'm counting more than 12 beers.
6 beers each.
6 beers each.
We
beers.
did 12. It's 12 beers.
No,
Oh.
we're doing 18. Let's go. It's on the table. You can't take it down.
No, because we
Stop
took
it.
the
Stop
apple
whining.
pie up.
Stop whining. We have 6 beers apiece. We have what is it? We divided two
apple pies.
apple pies into 3, so that's what, 5/8? Is
Yes,
that number? And then we got 4 hot dogs
4 hot dogs.
with the bun.
This is going to be a challenge.
I'm hungry. Let's go.
How did we make a mistake by
It's
putting
not a mistake.
18 beers
It's-
down?
and the beers, just so we're clear, are Budweiser, the heavy beer.
Why are we doing this? Because this is the second annual.
Second annual.
We did it last year.
Independence Day challenge, and this is where we are. And also in honor, these are Nathan's hot dogs, just
Yes.
so we're clear on that. And apple pie, because there's nothing more American than apple pie.
Yep.
And we have 3 American beers. We have Budweiser, which Lucky and I are ruining that decision.
And to loosely define the rules, because I'm not sure we even know what they are. We've divided these into equal portions, but if we have to, as a team, because we love each other, we're going to rally and help each other out if needed. We're also going to play a trivia game where I'm going to ask you questions about U.S. states, random questions, and they're so random, I don't think you're going to get any right. So if you get it wrong, which is expected, you drink what's left in your glass.
All right.
If you get it right, I drink what's in your glass.
Right. That's
Sound
fine.
good?
That sounds good. So, we're just going to dispense with the other niceties of our, but we do have to start with a joke, Mr. Fun. Do you have a joke to start us
Joke
off?
of the day. What do you call an artist with a brown finger? A pig asshole.
A pig app.
A pig asshole.
Pick off. Okay. Got it.
That might be the best. That look on camera might be the best. Like, what does that mean? So I'm halfway through my first hot dog. This is going to
I
be
took
tough.
one bite.
All right, so what are we doing? We're going to talk through this?
Yeah, we're going to do this. So what do we think, just as before we start, where, besides miscounting the beers, of the foods, what are we going to struggle with?
The apple pie.
The apple.
It's so heavy.
I stopped and buy 2 apple pies, and I was holding it in the bag. I'm like, this is a lot of freaking apple pie.
Right.
It's almost, what is it, 3 pounds?
3 pounds. But what did Joey Chestnut eat by himself?
Joey Chestnut owns the record for eating
Apple pie.
apple pie. He ate what did he eat? He ate 4 3-pound pies in 8 minutes. He owns
12 pounds of pie in 8 minutes.
The bun is tough, too.
There we go.
I have a theory.
We can't dip it in here.
I do have a theory, guys. We only have a half hour to do this. They tell me, because I've been trying to lose weight, that you should slow down and chew your food because it fills you up sooner. So we should speed up and not chew the food. That's how we're going to get through this. Don't enjoy it. Just jam it in.
I'm trying to do this here.
Right.
All right. Well, we do have topics, though, Lucky, but Joey Chestnut was yesterday, right? Wasn't that the Nathan's?
the Nathan's July 4th. They let him back in
Mhm.
after last year he violated the fine print in the Nathan's contract by being sponsored by a plant-based hot dog company. But he demolished the competition. 70.5 hot dogs he ate. And
And what's the time limit?
10 minutes.
He's the GOAT. He's a legend.
But the next place guy was like 25 less.
Really?
Yeah. Or like
And it's incredible. How can you eat 10,000 calories of hot dogs? And the guy, he's not a fat guy.
no,
Right.
he works out. I mean, he's do you know what his formal training is in? Like
What?
he's
His
an
meditation.
engineer.
He's an engineer.
Yeah.
He's an engineer.
Okay. So, and how does this work with the Ozempic, Mr. Fun? This
I'm
whole
full
deal.
already. I've had one hot dog, a sip of beer, and I'm eating my strategy is to eat the inside of the apple pie first.
We got to eat all of it at some point.
Yeah, and I think the fact that we decided to up the ante a little bit food-wise, and we get a little pressure from our big fans, who
Our biggest fan.
our biggest fans.
Yeah,
In a
that's
few
right.
weeks, they want to have a competition, and there's no way that we're competing against them. So we decided, I think we're going to do a random draft.
Okay.
The 3 big eaters and on one side, and 3 on us, and we'll randomly pick who's matched up with who.
So I know, Mr. Fun, this isn't part of your trivia game, but I was just looking up some American trivia. How many amendments are there to the Constitution? I'm asking the two of you. This isn't a drinking game. Do you know the number of amendments to the Constitution?
Interesting. Well,
Let's talk a lot.
19, 21st. Gosh, I'm going to go 25. 26. 26.
Yeah, 30-ish.
There's 27 amendments
Oh,
to the
wow.
Constitution. So, and what year was the last star put on the American flag?
No, 1950. 1950.
Yeah, something like that.
1960.
Oh, really?
July 4th, 1960. Hawaii was added.
I
to
thought that was in the 50s.
Mhm.
Wow.
They may have become a state in the 50s. They were the last state, but then they got that. So,
Right.
I got 1.5 hot dogs, about 1.5 beers down so far.
I've consumed almost all of the inner part of my apple pie. It's a
How
new
is-
strategy.
How is the pie?
It's delicious. I'm not chewing it. I'm just stuffing it down.
All right.
Hey, here's some random dope. Do you guys know how to tell if an ant can swim? No. Sorry. Do you know how to tell the difference between a boy ant and a girl ant? You put it in water. If it sinks, it's a girl, and if it floats, it's buoyant.
Boy, and
Jeez.
all right. I just set the official clock.
All right.
Okay. We got ourselves a little head start here, but
That's
we're
right.
going to try to do this. Okay. Here's a provocative question for you guys. Okay. You have Usain Bolt, who at one time owned the world record for the 100-yard dash.
Right.
Okay, or 100-meter dash. And then you have Joey Chestnut.
Mhm.
Okay. They each have a hot dog in their hand. Okay. And they have to eat their hot dog and then run the 100-meter dash. Who wins in that competition?
Oh,
I think Bolt.
yeah.
I think Bolt wins it.
So you think
Just
he
eating one hot dog.
one hot dog? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's as we've just proven. I've just had two.
Yeah.
I mean I think you can run after that. I think that Chestnut would win the marathon if there was such a
He
thing.
had to eat like 10.
Yeah, if you had to eat 10, I'd take Chestnut. But I think one doesn't get you there.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Usain has that one by a long shot. Anyway.
If you were a farmer, Mr. Fun, we talk about farming.
Right.
What is the one crop you would grow? You have no crop, a livestock crop, whatever. What if you had to choose one thing to focus on? What would it be?
What for fun? Like
To
what?
be a farmer. So if you were going to be a farmer, you had one thing to focus on. What would you focus on?
Wait, I should tell you this. Like 10 years ago, we had the kids' pumpkins,
Mhm.
and I threw them in the backyard. And every year we get pumpkins now. They grow on a vine. The vine goes across. It's the easiest thing to grow in the whole world.
Right.
I would grow pumpkins. You obviously have a reason, though.
No, it was
Okay.
just a question of what you would grow, whether you'd be a sheep herder or
Well, you
a
said
farmer. No, I said crop or something else. You could be
Okay.
like it could be livestock for that matter.
I'm fascinated by people who raise bison.
Bison.
Oh, yeah, whenever I drive by bison farms, I'm
How many bison farms do you drive
at least
by?
3 in my life.
At least yeah, not a lot here in the DMV.
I think it'd be fun to be like a dairy farmer.
Oh, I hear that's the worst job ever.
Why?
Because you got to milk them twice a day. You got to milk them at 5 a.m. in the morning. You got to milk them at the night because they can't. You do that again.
No. Don't they have machines that do that?
But you got to go check them. You got to make sure the machines are on. It is a tough job. And then you got to be the backup milker. You got to do.
Yeah, I don't think that any dairy farmer's not doing that by hand these days.
Like I don't know. How do you know that?
I'm just assuming.
Hey, if girls with big boobs work at Hooters, where do girls with one leg work? IHOP.
You don't get anything from
Nothing.
that. Nothing.
Nothing.
He's stone faced.
Nothing.
So I'm only a beer and I'm 2 hot dogs in, a quarter of the pie or a third of the pie I've been given.
I've almost finished my pie.
You did a good job on the pie. You like the sweets.
I'm doing it backwards.
So
I'm doing dessert first.
I'm doing a little bit of each.
All right.
I'm doing a little bit. I got to get rid of these Budweisers. These Budweiser.
What beers are we drinking?
Bad story. Budweiser. Last time I really had Budweiser was my bachelor party when you guys left me on the side of the highway.
You demanded it. You
And,
said, "Leave me. I'm letting everybody
in
down."
Fells Point.
Yeah.
We were chugging Budweisers, which was not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
if so, at yesterday's competition, going back to bachelor parties and probably stuff not staying down,
Mhm.
there was somebody who was disqualified because they experienced urges contrary to swallowing.
Mm.
Which
So they don't want bulimics in the hot dog eating contest.
yeah, they don't want but they don't want to use the words like vomit.
Yeah, right.
So if I consume this, there might be a chance I might experience
I
urges contrary.
I
to
should have a
swallowing.
joke about women who are
Swallowing.
not swallowing, but I don't. Hey, you guys know why most immigrants prefer their beer warm? They try to avoid ice. No,
No, well, but
too political.
I might have said cocktail. Why they like their cocktail?
All right.
Because of beer and ice.
No, we're drinking beer. That's what I said.
No, holy cow.
Isn't it English?
I gotta watch the order by which I put the stuff in.
I'm doing a little of each. It's like mine doing like a buffet.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying. I'm not sure it's the best strategy.
You guys know why all these hot dogs look like? They're inbred.
Come on.
I gotta come on.
Yeah. Well, like that's a bad one.
I guess so. That's my best joke so far. And he gave me a come on.
Well, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I do.
So do you have one of your trivia questions here?
All right, here comes the trivia questions. Ready? So what are the rules again, Biff?
If we get it right, you have to drink all.
I'm filling it up. I'm filling it up.
You gotta be careful. You don't fill it up too high.
Yeah.
Oh, because I gotta drink it.
Yeah. Or he.
Yeah, if we get it right. No, it doesn't matter. If you get it right, if we get it wrong, you have to drink.
All right,
You have
Biff.
to drink your beer.
All right, Biff. What state produces the most breakfast cereal?
Michigan.
How do you know that?
Do
That's
you
where-
not know where Kellogg's is based?
Oh my gosh!
Hey, good luck with that one.
And you filled it up 2/3. Oh, please
Poor timing.
talk amongst yourself.
Kellogg's. We a few weeks ago we talked about Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yeah.
That's where Kellogg's was. And why did they invent cereal? It was for insane asylum.
I did know that.
No, because I said it. And I can't believe you.
Oh.
You thought that was You thought that was a tough question, Lucky. Yeah.
All right, Lucky. Where were cheeseburgers invented? They coined the phrase cheeseburger.
In the U.S.
What
What state?
Illinois.
Denver, Colorado, at the Humpty Dumpty Drive-In in 1935.
All
You get to drink Mr. Fun's beer.
Okay.
All right. So far. Oh,
All right, Bev,
the
ready?
beauty of that was that the Budweiser just went away.
There you go.
There,
Oh, I didn't even know.
It was good strategy.
Take your time with that. If you need a tampon, let me know. We'll soak it up a bit. Let's see. Biff, what state was first to celebrate Mardi Gras?
The first is over. That's a trick question.
It is a trick question.
It is a trick question. It would probably be. Oh, let me think about that because it would not. It would probably be a state near there, and I'm guessing Mississippi.
So close. Alabama.
Damn it.
In 1703.
Oh, your cup's empty.
Let me rectify that situation. Give me a little head.
I know. I was close. Damn it! I got some of my freaking Budweiser back. All right.
All right.
Good. Thank
Is
you.
there more? Hey, Lucky, which state had the first drive-in movie theater?
Shit. I have no idea.
Oh God, it's got to be California.
No. New York.
So close, New Jersey.
Okay.
Let me fill up a drink for you.
I got some.
Oh, it's your drink. I forgot the rules. I
No,
just wanted-
no. You were supposed to drink yours, and that's what I'm doing for yours. So he's just got to drink that whole drink.
All right.
I planned on drinking it at least.
Okay, but this one's a tough one. Well, maybe, see, you're geeky enough to know the answer to this.
All right.
Which state shares only one border with another state?
Which state shares one border with
Shares one border.
I know.
And
I
it's
know.
with
So it's in the low for you. Maine.
Fuck. I
Nice.
didn't know that. All right. Can I have your beer, please? Let me fill
No,
this
you
one.
get to take one of my beers.
I know.
Oh no, here, take that beer. Okay, here we go.
You
Just
can
use
fill-
that one.
You can fill up mine.
No.
No, for that.
No, this I get to go against my beer tally here.
Hold on.
I can't believe
This
we
is
decided
perfect.
during 18
By the way,
years.
I'm already. By the way, I'm on my fourth beer here
That's
because
pretty good.
Mr. Fun has
Lucky,
to drink my.
Where is the largest ball of twine? Where is the largest ball of twine?
I've
located?
seen it. I don't know.
Oh,
You know it?
It's one of the plain states.
there'll be no working together.
It's, I know approximately where it is.
Iowa.
Kansas
I
and
know it. I know
Culver
it.
City. People are encouraged to continue to add to it, and it's estimated to have 8 million feet of twine currently.
Oh, all right.
What do they do? Come back and tie it on?
Yeah,
Kind of thing?
tie on
Just,
some twine. Just
Wow.
in time with the twine.
The twine.
Hey, Beth. What the Venus flytrap is native to one particular state. Do you know?
Native to one particular state. Oh God, would it be tropical or would it be dry? Let me think about this. I'm going to say
Like Arizona or something.
California.
North Carolina. Isn't that
Oh,
interesting? Isn't
Wow.
that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
It is very interesting, and I'm drinking. So again, look at this. Clink, 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 clink. There's 4 empty cans on my side of the ledger.
How do I have so many?
Oh no,
Wait, how do I have so many? I have 2 empty cans.
no, you have 3, don't you? Oh no, you only have 2 because you had to drink one of my beers.
I am out of state trivia. I thought I would go for a while with that.
All right, let me think of some state trivia.
Wait, do we have any more topics?
We always have topics.
Okay, well, this is something that came up in the. Does anybody wear a jock strap anymore?
No.
Like
No.
I don't think so.
I think they've invented other things.
what?
Like,
Like
I
what's
think you
it?
used to have tidy whities that weren't tight. And so they were worried that you would
So
embarrass yourself in gym class.
So tidy whities basically made the jock strap
But
obsolete.
do lacrosse players, for example, wear cups?
Mm.
Do they wear?
No, now that you wear those short things that the cup goes into.
Oh,
Nobody hangs their ass out anymore. I mean, maybe
With
I
the
don't know.
straps, the two
A
straps.
bit, right? Still, sports and jock
He
strap.
wears his junior high jock strap
Mrs.
every one
Biff.
anniversaries.
She has a name for it. She's like, put on Jerry the jock strap.
Yeah.
With the jock strap, it's obsolete. It's gone.
I'm not
Like,
sure I ever wore a jock strap.
I had to wear one in gym.
When you
In
grow
ninth
up,
grade.
when you grow up where your mom is sort of the head of the household, she didn't buy a very large jock strap for me, and so I was always like folded over. It was very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You take it out, it would be like you pull it off, and it was like the turtle head popping out of the shell, like coming back to life. Trying to breathe.
It's got rug burn.
I don't know what it had. It was all tucked in.
So it was Mr. Fun's birthday the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for gifts to buy, and things weren't coming to buy except for there was a Philadelphia Eagles mug. And I almost bought it for you, and then I was going to get a big marker, right, Jets on the side, just like your story.
You guys know the story? Did I tell it here?
Yeah, Christmas story though. Don't
Yeah.
just repeat it though for others.
So my dad, my mom says, I got to get your son something for Christmas. So my dad goes, get him a New York Jet helmet. He goes, what color are they? They go, red and white.
Green.
Green and white. So I come down Christmas morning.
You have to stand.
I had it. It was
He
stuck.
stood and pushed it into your face too. No respect. No
It
respect.
smells
So
exactly
anyway,
what you're
Christmas
eating.
morning, you get the
So I open it up and I go, and it's an Eagles helmet. And I go, it's an Eagles helmet. And she goes, no, it's a Jet helmet. It's got the wing on it and everything. I go, it's a, and my dad, who's now like, 2 scotch and sodas in, it's already 9 a.m., so he's 2 scotch and sodas in.
Merry Christmas.
There goes, grabs the pink magic marker and writes, here, bring it over here. I bring it over. He writes, Namath number 12 on the back in pink magic marker. So that I couldn't even return it. I showed up. Everybody got their helmet. It was a big deal. We all played tackle football. We were all like, I don't know, 7 years old.
Right.
We run out to the park. Everybody's got their new Jets and Giants helmet. And I got my Eagles helmet with pink magic marker on the back. Magic marker, nobody knows what that is anymore.
Magic marker?
Yeah,
they call it Sharpie.
It's a Sharpie now. And no one knows what a pocketbook is. They laugh when I say pocketbook.
Like a
Grab
purse?
your mom's pocketbook. They're like,
Really?
They'll have a pocketbook and magic marker.
Actually,
and
why-
my kids, when I say magic marker, they go, ooh, it's a magic marker. Like I'm retarded or something.
But what pocketbook's interesting. Why is it called a pocketbook?
I don't know.
Why would it
Pocket. Maybe did it like replace the pocket?
they didn't have straps or something because it has pockets and shaped like a book? Why would it be called a pocketbook?
I don't know. Hey, what do they call an insurance company that says they won't pay for somebody's gender reassignment surgery? No, I'm sorry. What did the insurance company say when they wouldn't pay for somebody's gender assignment surgery? That transaction is denied.
I'm going to do this for the crowd. That would be the hot dogs gone.
No, this is what you guys are most afraid of.
I know. I'm
And
going towards it now. What? By the way, Lucky's leaving pieces of this
I got
hot dog
it.
like
Oh.
he's not going to eat it.
No, I'm
No. Once you pick up, you shouldn't put down.
We're
It's a bad
13
strategy.
minutes into the official count. So.
Once you pick up the hot dog, you should never put it down. You hold it like that. You hold it proudly. What other things can we
So
talk
we
about?
had this past week. So today is Saturday. Last Sunday, play golf, go home, thunderstorms. So actually go to the beach. And there was like sunshine where we were on the beach, but you can see storms north and south. Go home, it rains 5 inches in an hour and a half.
Yeah, would you say 72 hours, 11 inches?
We had 11 inches of rain. It just pummeled us. I've never seen rain like it. It was crazy down here. And then the people showed up. There are people everywhere. You saw traffic today.
Yeah, a lot of traffic. But this 4th of July is probably one of the more mild.
It was
4th of
probably
July
the best
event.
weather I've ever had on 4th of July.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
sir.
it's usually
So
like
nice.
sweltering.
Went to fireworks last night on the beach, and we were in the houses in North Bethany, right?
Right.
The money people spend on fireworks there, they must spend $5,000 on their own. They're shooting stuff up that was better than the Bethany Beach fireworks.
Now, like you said, it was my birthday. So the 4th of July is like a big deal for me this weekend.
Uh-huh.
But is it a big holiday for you? Like, it's the Thanksgiving of summer. It's food. It's off work. It's such a good holiday, right?
I think so.
So many companies take off this, like they close their companies this
Yeah.
week. And so I think, it is like your first week of the summer you take off.
And I think that was on Friday this year. Chaos because there was more people because they had a 3-day weekend. They moved that into a 4-day weekend, right? If they come down Wednesday night, it's been packed down here. It's incredible how many people are down.
Right.
Is it sacrilegious to not watch the fireworks in person, but just watch them on TV?
No, so I like the Capitol 4th on TV. You know, the one that's in DC
Yeah.
where they have like John Stamos hosting it. I've always enjoyed that. Like I'd watch it live somewhere, or the beach in this case, and then I'd watch on TV later. You get the music and all that other stuff. I think it's cool.
Well, it was funny because we watched Mrs. Lucky and I watched.
My stomach is stretched to a point that I don't know what else can go in it, but I'm going to do it.
We watched the DC fireworks
Mhm.
first, and then the New York. They came after. They must have sequenced them in a way. They didn't start at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
If I'm so proud of you.
I'm going. I am gonna.
I am so proud of you. You're really.
Actually, you finished your pie too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're 20% bigger.
20. At one person, I was like a 7-year-old bigger than you at one point.
all right.
What did you get down to before the great weight loss of
This is
2025?
when it ended. I think I hit 218 and then it was over. Then I gained 40 pounds back.
We had a shout out to Baja Beach and Grill, right? Is that
Yeah.
right? Baja Beach
Yeah.
and Grill, right? And in Bethany Beach, most unbelievable deal. Buy 3 crushes, get a 4th one for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it on your phone, and you just
Yeah,
order.
you could go out back and do it on your phone.
It's
They
a great place.
they bring it out to you.
Mm-hmm.
We did some real damage there on that. That was what night was that? Thursday night.
Yeah.
That was that was a great time. And
Mr. Bud, you got any words of wisdom now that you're 60?
No. I feel 60 right now.
right now,
Yes,
you know,
Hey, what do you send somebody who can't afford to pay their water bill? A get well card?
I'm pretty good.
It was? All right.
I
I know, I almost saw
broke the rule.
I almost saw Apple.
Wait, I
Card.
almost got disqualified. Shucks.
But it didn't. You weren't.
What did they call it?
It was a motion that's not
You guys
announced.
hear what Sonny said to Cher when she asked him what was for dinner? He said, I got stew, babe.
Stupid.
Nobody under
Nobody knows
40.
Sonny J.
Nobody under 40.
How
How did Sonny die?
Oh, he died and hit a tree skiing.
Skiing with his head.
Yeah, that sucks.
the highlight of your birthday
Mhm.
was your rap?
Yeah.
Can you give it?
Now,
give us
which
give it-
was it? Rapper Sweat you were singing or another song?
Rappers? No. It was a guy on a guitar. I felt
No,
bad
no,
for
I
him.
know.
I was,
But were you singing Rapper's
I
Delight?
was trying.
Yeah, I thought so because there was a question about whether you were singing Rapper's Delight. Everybody knows you were rapping. I said, well, that was Rapper's Delight.
No, I was freestyle.
No, but you
Yeah,
did.
but you changed the words.
You
right?
no, but you were freestyling. But you instead of saying Wonder Mike, you know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
Wonder.
yeah.
And then
It's called it's called I Can't Rap in Acapella. Turn up the music, my good fellow. I can't rap in acapella.
that's not from Rapper's Delight.
No, that's an original.
That's an original.
That's an original. They're all original.
They're all original, except for the ones you sing that aren't original. When's the last time you rapped?
Wow. Well, I've done it on occasion, but back in the day,
Could you rap about?
that was a talent show or whatever it was for Greek Week, 1987, I think.
But could you rap about beer, apple pie, and hot dogs?
I would
right
need
now?
a minute. Like I can't
Okay,
just do
well,
it. Like,
we'll vamp a little
Would
bit.
you
no.
write something down?
Like it's like I would go. I would have to think of the words. Like, we're drinking beer. We have no fear. If you
Apple pie is here.
if you try to match us, don't step up here. Yeah.
If you know, is that to our biggest fans? you're
Biggest
talking
fans. I would like a shout out to Droopy,
Uh-huh.
Doodah, and Slab. These are men who have made a lifetime commitment to eating.
Haven't we all made a lifetime commitment to eating?
They have made a lifetime commitment
Excess
to
eating.
overeating, and I'm intimidated. I gotta say, I'm a little intimidated by
That's why we're not taking that one.
no. I think we have to.
I think
No. We're gonna do a live draft, like
A draft. I think they're angry at us because we called them Huskies.
And they wanted to bring pizza into the mix.
Oh, sure. That's why we had to limber up with the apple pie today. What's
here-
our clock?
We are at 20 minutes. 13% of the U.S. population consumes pizza on any given day. Did you know that?
13% any. That's a big food.
Yeah. And the percentage is 25% among males ages 6 to 19.
And 43% of Americans are
How do you
obese.
what would be the word if you said pizza backwards? What would it be?
Zip?
A zip?
So this I think
A
I've been
zip.
told this previously, but this boy goes to his dad and he says, "Dad, why did you name me a zip?"
Oh,
And he goes, "Because I was eating pizza a lot at that time, and I love pizza, and I decided to name you Pizza backwards." And he goes, "That's really cool, Dad. And now I understand." And he goes, "And that's why we named your sister Lana." Because I love anal. Anal
I knew
backwards.
the
And now-
joke. By the way, I knew the joke when you started going down with that. I was watching. I looked at Lucky the entire time to see if he would give me a
You've heard that joke before?
good one. Yes, he's told that joke before. I heard you told a joke the other night. Did you tell it today?
What was it?
You told it to our super fans, Kim and Mike from Albany, Maryland.
Oh, so well, I don't know. I don't know if this was enough. So wait, give me a minute. Here, you guys talk. I gotta remember what it was.
So,
I honestly am pretty dead. Did you?
how many states do you think you've been to?
Probably 30-ish.
There's not a shot. Lucky finishes.
The
I got. Well,
the average American has been to 16 states.
Really?
Yeah, that's the number.
Mm.
So the okay, you still got states up. Well, how many states do you think you've been to?
Not that many.
Really?
Gosh, I really have to think about it, but probably 12. I would guess a dozen, maybe. Yeah, I've been to a state of confusion,
Yeah, you got that.
state of intoxication.
State of intoxication. I've been to 49.
Wow.
The one state I haven't been to is Maine.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Not been to Maine.
Wow.
And I think I've stayed a night in all but one.
All right.
That did
my
fun.
in-laws have a house in Maine, and they're like
do they?
begging us to come and visit.
Okay, on the way to Canada.
I
On the way
remember
down.
the joke.
Different.
I remember the joke,
Okay.
but I may have told it many years ago on the
It
podcast.
doesn't matter. As you said, I've
Many.
told hundreds of jokes.
Right, guy is wants to buy a motorcycle, so he goes shopping, and he finds a cheap motorcycle. It's in perfect condition. So he asks the guy who's selling it. He says, "How do you keep it from rusting and stuff like that?"
Nice.
He says, "I put Vaseline on it before it rains." He goes, "All right, buy it." He paid $3,000 for this beautiful motorcycle. And the guy says, "Then why don't you take the bottle of Vaseline? I'm not going to need it anymore." So he puts that in his pocket. Goes to his girlfriend's house, picks up his girlfriend, and they go to the mom and dad's house to eat dinner. They've never met before. They never met. The boyfriend's new. And so he goes in and he says, so before he goes in, they say, "Did you just pass gas?"
Nope.
That was like a
All
weird
right.
sound.
Yeah. So they go into the mom and dad's house, but before they get in, she goes, "Listen, we play this silly game that whoever speaks first has to do the dishes." So he goes, "So I don't speak, I don't do the dishes." She goes, "Yeah." So he goes, "Okay." So they go in there and they open up the back door and it goes into the kitchen, and he sees dishes from floor to ceiling.
Right.
Do you know this joke?
No, I'm just.
All right, got it.
You've been telling it so long.
And then,
I figured it
then
was going to
he
come back.
looks. It's even longer.
I've heard.
Then he looks into the living room. Same thing. Dishes, floor to ceiling.
That he can't
Looks
say
down-
anything though.
Yeah, looks down the hallway. Dishes. She goes, "I'm not gonna say anything." So they're eating. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. So he decides his girlfriend's looking pretty good. So he leans her over the table, pulls up her skirt, pulls down her panties, and has violent sex with her right in front of the mom and dad.
Okay.
Looks over at the mom, looks over at the dad. They don't say anything. So then afterwards he looks over at the mom, and she's looking pretty good for an older woman. And he leans her over the table and he has violent sex with her. Looks at the dad, looks at the girlfriend. She doesn't say anything. So then he gets behind the dad and he pushes the dad down. And he takes the bottle of Vaseline out of his pocket, puts it on his table, and the dad goes, "All right, I'll do the fucking dishes."
I'm so lost on this joke. It went so long.
It's a long joke. You got to figure out how to like condense it.
That is a long joke. I'm gonna have to listen to the podcast.
I hope that our listeners at home get the joke.
Again,
I am now disassembling my
okay,
hot
so
dog.
let's do a quick report card where we are. I'm on my 5th beer.
Uh-huh.
I have eaten all my hot dogs. I've eaten whatever my share of 2 pies.
How are you doing this?
And because I am a professional, I haven't told you since I've retired. I have now I've been eating on the side. I mean, you move to the beach, you have to become a professional eater.
You guys might have to help me.
No.
There's
There's
no help.
No, it was a good idea. It was a good idea to begin with. It's every man for himself right now.
This is, look at
The
that.
trivia thing kicked my ass.
I drank half one of your beers.
Oh, I
did not expect you guys to get any of my trivia questions right. That's why
I didn't get one right.
That
Got a
happens.
couple right.
I'm now dunking my bread. Look, dunking. And
Dunking.
then-
Now, as opposed to a donkey, not to be confused with a burrow-like creature.
I'm
Look,
working.
Again, like stuff that is just awkward.
Wait, I could be last one done because Lucky's rallying a little bit here.
No,
I don't know
it-
what he's doing with the squeezing of the wiener.
Oh, no. It's like
By the way,
he's all of a sudden he's like milking the cows again.
I got poison ivy on my right hand. If you ever want to stop masturbating, get poison ivy.
Okay.
Oh, Don,
Yes.
share
Okay.
the story.
So here it is. We're all convening down here at the beach
Right.
for July 4th week.
That was so funny.
And we're all checking in with each other. And I get a call from him. I'm assuming he's checking
Wait,
in.
should I start telling you why?
No.
I'll tell the story.
Let you tell the story about Mr. Fun.
So I know it's Rob because I got him. He's one of my favorites on the phone number. And all of a sudden he's like, "Dr. Joe, I need an appointment." I'm like, "What?" I go, "The office doesn't open until 11 a.m."
you roll with it.
That was I thought he was fucking around with me. And I said that, and then he goes, I need an appointment because I have poison ivy on my face and hands. And I'm like, the office doesn't open until 11 a.m. And he goes, I
thought it was a little strange.
I really need to make an appointment. And
I had no idea I was calling Lucky.
we talk like at least 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So you have to know my voice.
Yep.
Which is amazing that you don't know his voice.
I was
I
very
would know
focused.
your voice immediately.
I
You
was-
would know my
I
voice.
was focused on my ailment.
Okay.
So I'm like, then I started playing along. I was like, okay, do you have it on your groin?
And I say, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
I think I'm talking to a doctor.
And then I said,
Dr. Joe, by the way.
Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe. Not like Dr. J wasn't available. Dr. Joe.
And then I go back to him and I said, because I'm like, eventually he's going to know it's me. I go, the nurse is definitely going to have to look at that. And he goes, okay, I need an appointment.
It'll be my pleasure to show the
And then I said, Rob or Mr. Fun.
Do again.
Mr. Fun.
You ready?
It's me.
It's not a lot. It was about a 3-minute phone call before.
And I'm like, there's a problem.
I go, hold on. Is this Lucky? How did I call you?
How do you misdial your doctor?
I said, call Dr. Joe, and Lucky rang. I have no idea. I have no idea.
That's good. That's good that you played it off, Buck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is. I'm now getting to it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Do more of a status.
I've got I have this and one beer.
You're impressing the crap out of me because you have one.
By the way,
I can't give it to the stomach. Give it to the stomach. Remember meatballs? Did you see meatballs?
Where's the teamwork? There's no teamwork.
Teamwork, make the dream work. I got a dream. I got a dream to be part of the team.
If I throw up here,
if you throw, what do you?
Are we providing any entertainment for the people at home right now?
They're watching.
We're just drunken retards. Now, can you mix?
Oh, he's farting.
Should I
fart.
Well, you try.
No.
No. Should I get the joke of the day out of the way?
You did the joke of the day.
I mean, should I get the really rude joke? It's really rude.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
By the way, I bought a bathing suit at a hardware store today.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Hawkers. You ever into Hawkers?
No.
They sell groceries, hardware, and clothing.
What brand was it?
It was Hook. You know that brand?
Yeah.
HUK.
Okay.
It's a nice bathing suit.
What did you think about the pick asshole joke?
The Picasso.
It was good.
All
right, ready? Here's the joke
it was
of the day.
great.
Here's the joke of the day, because then I got to guzzle 2 beers. All right.
It'd be the risque joke. We've already told it.
Anybody have any Tums?
2 Catholic priests. I don't like to say this because I think I could get hit by lightning, but 2 Catholic priests were chatting, and one asked the other, "What's the best thing about 25-year-olds?" And the other says that there's 20 of them.
I knew where that was going. When you said it, that is just
terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible. Actually, you're going to get hit by lightning.
Lucky you can't leave.
No, I was standing up.
All right,
Okay.
So I can do some random state trivia. All right.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. In the lower 48 states, which state has the highest mountain?
Lower 48.
Or the lower 48, because we know what's
Colorado. No. Highest mountain.
Isn't it? It's like Maine.
You are so fucked up.
It's like mainly not Maine. What is it?
It's Mount Whitney in California.
Really?
California has the highest.
And the lowest. I read
They do,
California
yeah.
has the highest altitude and lowest.
Yeah,
in
they
the
did.
state.
Death Valley is the lowest.
And it's like the 6th highest GPA of any country in the world.
GPA?
GPA, no.
You know,
Grade point average?
they're so smart there. They're so smart there.
He's talking about gross
GNP.
national product.
GNP.
Which I've heard that a lot. That California's like, I think it went up to 4. Actually, it went up pretty high. Let me talk about it. That's fine.
Right.
It's a state of 42 million people. If you took the same geographic distance from, say, Washington to Boston,
Right.
it's got to be a bigger gross national product
I don't know
than
what you're
California.
saying.
Meaning, California is a big state.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If you took
I see.
that same state size and put it in the Northeast, it
Yes.
would be bigger than California.
Yeah.
It's nice that they have it.
How much more time
I don't know.
for me to drink
We
my...
just crossed 30 minutes.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're close.
I'm so
This
disappointed.
podcast is probably going to be like 50 minutes.
It can't be.
Well, for you to finish your hot dogs.
I'm trying. It's hard. I thought there was going to be some teamwork.
Isn't there a calorie counting app?
Biff is being selfish.
You don't be.
Look, I have a little bit of apple pie and some hot dogs.
You're saving that
I just want people to be
as
most
if you're going to
amazed.
donate.
If I can burp one more time,
All
I
right.
could probably put more down.
You were 167.
Yeah, I'm going to be like 176 after this.
Right now, Duda is listening to this, laughing. They're laughing at us.
Yeah, whatever.
They're laughing.
They can bring it on. They want to go to Ponzetti's in Ocean City.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what they were calling was Ponzetti's. They want to do Thrasher's French fries and Ponzetti's.
Oh,
and
wait. What
probably-
do they want to do? They want to do pizza, fries.
I don't know if it was Natty Boat and Natural Lights. Or something like that.
Do you think it was the extra beers that?
No, it
How
was
did
the
that
pie.
happen? We were supposed to do
I don't know,
12
but you look
beers.
far too comfortable for somebody who has a hot dog and a little small beer pie to
Keep
eat.
doing my best.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get some help. I was programmed to drink 4 beers.
So we didn't do
Right.
Where in the World is JK. He's on his way here.
Yeah.
At some point. Didn't do the eyelash run. 'cause
He's
there's
got a little
so many-
hottie.
She's from Bridger something, Wyoming.
Mm.
Never been to the DMV. It was coming to the DC area.
Wyoming has 4 times as many cows as people.
It's also the least populous state.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. You've been to Wyoming?
Nope.
You've never been to Wyoming?
Never.
You've never been to Wyoming?
When would I go to Wyoming?
You've been to.
Is there
you've been-
pizza in Wyoming?
You've been to Utah and Colorado. Why
I
wouldn't?
have.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you? There's a chance you would have gone to
I'm such a
Wyoming.
world traveler.
See?
Mrs.
I've
Lucky
been to Utah with you, and you've been to Colorado.
Did we ask you this? If you had to relocate to another country, what would it be?
country,
Yep.
Country?
Grand Cayman in a second.
Oh,
Grand Cayman. Wouldn't you get island fever?
No, fuck no. It's
You wouldn't get
so
island
nice
fever.
there.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get island fever.
No.
Really?
I would read.
No, I mean like relocate, but you can't just put for tax purposes have all your
no, I
you're
would
required
live
life
there,
millions.
and like if I wanted to jet back to the states. To,
yeah, like for
So-
half.
no,
a
you
year.
can't come back.
no.
You have to
for
stay there
visits.
forever
I would like I go there.
for podcasts. If you had to come back for podcasts,
That's a good question. Where would I relocate? I've been to Australia, which is an obvious choice because the weather's very
Love it.
similar.
Love it.
but
It's
they have a
great-
lot of big insects and dangerous.
They have
animals.
snakes. They have more deadly snakes. So
right?
I'm
And they
not
have
trying to-
kangaroos who could box the shit out of you.
Yeah, there's kangaroos. Drive by up here.
There is not
nearby.
kangaroos.
Yeah. The wild. It's called wild something.
In
Coastal
Delaware, we have
Wilds. Coastal wilds. I swear we're going to take a road trip over there.
Let's do it now.
It's 5 miles from here. They have kangaroos hopping around. I
The,
can promise you,
the putt
We
putt 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 on Route 54.
it's gone now.
It-
It used
no,
to be called Down Under. Golf
Yeah,
Down
and
Under.
you would show up there, and you get a free ice cream, and,
And they had the kangaroo
show
and the
the
wallaby.
kangaroo.
Biff, stop talking like
It's
gotta
right where they
focus.
are.
It's gotta
So I
focus.
would, if I was gonna, I'd probably go someplace
Biff is sipping
European.
on his last beer. as if
I'd
he's-
probably go someplace
He's had a
European.
nice little snack. He's totally shaving.
I ate
People
my
are gonna
pie.
be impressed.
When's the last time you ate?
I had some. I played golf today, so
Right.
I had a egg at like 10 o'clock.
All right, I had a full breakfast
What?
at noon.
What-
I ate at
what do you-
noon.
what is
I
wrong
don't
with you?
know. I had to take Mrs. Fun out. She was hungry. I wasn't thinking as I was eating hash browns and rye toast.
I'd go European country.
I'm out.
I'd probably go something like
Biff, you got to step up.
Spain.
No,
or-
I'm-
Now that he
I just-
now that he Boston strangled that hot dog, look at that.
that is just.
I'm gonna dunk,
It's
I'm gonna
so-
dunk it at some
Were
point.
you about to go to the bathroom?
No,
Oh, I thought you were about
Zero.
to get up and go to the bathroom.
no.
Listen, our podcast is going far too long.
Okay. All right, we got to finish this up. Here we go.
I told the risque joke an hour ago.
ugh.
I told you about the English guy who offered an American guy a trip in his lift up the elevator. Did I tell you this? And the American guy said, "We call them elevators, not lifts." And he goes, "I guess we were raised differently." No?
That was good.
That was good.
I was like, I knew you were butchering something there with lift, and I was thinking escalator. I got it.
Elevator or escalator?
No, it's lift. They call them lifts.
Right.
And then they don't call it. By the way, they don't call it the first floor like we do.
Oh.
They call it the ground floor.
Ground floor is the first floor?
Ground floor is the first floor.
Wow. That's
So,
weird.
which is actually, if you think about it, though, ground floor and then the next level up would be the first floor.
All right, quick. While we're filling time here, best shows on Netflix. What should we binge? Anything? Anybody got a recommendation?
We're watching Friends and Neighbors.
Yeah,
So
good.
is it Friends and
Apple.
Neighbors?
So good.
That's Apple.
Mhm.
We're watching Stick on Apple.
What stick?
That's a golf thing with Owen Wilson.
Oh, okay. Never heard.
Short episodes. Did you watch? I think we
Viv
talked-
is, I mean, look, he's now limbering up. He's doing
I'm trying to-
calisthenics.
I'm doing what Joey Chestnut does. You don't see him on the.
I think we
If
talked.
like Joey Chestnut was here, he would slap
Did
your
you watch?
face.
Did you watch the studio on Apple?
No, was it good?
It's good.
I'm gonna dip. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so gross, but you just got to do it. Oh, he put the whole thing in there.
No,
Nice.
that was a little one.
He is
All right.
gonna expel.
That was like a pig in a blanket right there.
This is gonna be tough.
No, he's sweating from his ears.
I haven't quite figured out how to edit video.
Right?
I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit video because he's got it like he's chewing the back.
He looks like Sparky Lyle who used to pitch for the Yankees. He's got like this huge wad. He can't chew. He's so full. The food has filled his esophagus. He can't even.
So does anybody follow? Are you following baseball?
Yeah.
Is it
Yankees.
good?
Ugh, tanking.
Are they? But where are the Orioles?
They're still in last place.
Still not.
He can't even speak. He's got so much hot dog in
I saw that. So the Rays, right, who are playing in a borrowed stadium,
Uh-huh.
They have now. The stat on the Rays was so they were the ones that were doing the short-term pitching, right? Guy was pitching an inning or two.
Yeah.
What was it?
Reliever by committee.
Reliever by committee. Now they have the longest duration.
Interesting.
They're-
No! Oh! Let him take it out. Did anybody? Did it? Let him take it out. I don't know what happened. I can't describe it. He was in the middle of it. He was talking to us, and then he regurgitated so much of the hot dog. It was like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It came out of his mouth like that, like from a cocoon. And he's got to put it back in. Biff, help him out. That was like a cocoon hatching. Oh my gosh!
It didn't feel good.
Yeah, I gotta tell you
Feel
right
good in
now,
there.
right now, people are listening to this and they're either like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever heard," or "I can't listen anymore."
Oh my god!
Put that back in your mouth, please, please, please.
I can't. The hot dogs. Look, last year when we did this, the hot dogs were my kryptonite. I could not do that.
Oh my god!
So we done? We're gonna surrender?
No, we're not. I got this much beer.
So
again.
you and me.
I have one beer.
Biff.
Good job, guys.
Oh my god!
Go on without me.
God,
Leave me.
no man, what the
You-
hell? Oh my gosh!
That was disgusting. Biff, describe that. Can you video that in slow
Oh
motion?
my gosh! I'm not sure. I was sitting next to him. I was like, "What was that?" Oh my God, it was like he was like the mother bird, like coming back to the little
It
bird.
was a bird.
Like-
He regurgitated her family.
We're like,
Bring that home to the Lucky family. Oh my gosh! All right, why don't we? Should we wrap it up?
okay, so Lucky, we're gonna do this slowly here. After this one, how do they get a hold of us?
Talk about 2023 at gmail.com.
And we have that email address because that's when we started,
Yeah.
right? I think we're
2023.
132.
132.
Into
132 videos, 132 weeks. How many months is that?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we're
2.5
2.5 years. We're almost exactly 2.5 years right now.
Got it.
That is disgusting.
And I would ask that if people find this to be amusing, please forward it to others. And if you don't, please delete it. Please delete it.
So I want a couple super fans. So I'm not sure Rockfish will call him a super fan.
Oh,
but
he's
he
the
and
best.
Mrs. R listen to us all the time. They love it. Monty W from where's he live now? St. Mary's County?
Had a kid.
County.
A kid,
No,
a kid,
grandson.
grandson.
He had daughters, and it's the first male on
Nice.
that's a grandson.
Congratulations, Monty.
I wanted to do April B between Salt Pond here and also Crown in Montgomery County. Super fan, new super fan.
Oh, I met her for the first time.
Yeah, it's very nice. She's anyways, loves the show. Here's a lot about heard about Mr. Fun's birthday before others had heard about Mr. Fun's
Very fun.
birthday. So
Thank
it was
you.
good. So
What's
we
your name?
did April B.
I met her.
I was,
Very nice.
I was hanging out with a couple other super fans, Joe P. and Robert P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the
Well, they're trying
coffee
to,
and
coffee and whatever.
Yeah.
Sports.
They talk about other things too.
Because the coffee and football talk went by the by.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
guys just had the best trip. They went on a Greek cruise, and they had a great time.
Great.
Okay.
You know that French fries weren't originally made in France? They were cooked in Greece.
Okay.
That was good.
You know, Biff is a big fan today of Mr. Fun's Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
He's drunk on apple pie.
I am drunk on apple pie. I'm telling you.
Let's recap.
That's
Biff
what-
is struggling. You just got to do that.
no, I'm definitely getting to it.
Like I've been trying.
You made me laugh, so I was having a hard time there. And so if we were going to say first, second, third place,
You could be first.
Yeah.
I'll let you be first.
no, I'm definitely going to. Oh, let me be first. My ass.
Why does Biff always talk about his ass?
Here, I'll do
Nice
this.
job.
I'll do this on Lucky's head.
Okay.
See?
Oh, he
Look at that.
spiked the ball.
There we go. Spike the ball.
All right. So
I didn't know it was a competition between us.
No, it
three.
wasn't. We were a team when we started.
Gosh.
And then it was every man for themselves. It was like the Titanic. I was on the raft. Biff was swimming. Biff was on the lifeboat. He got on the lifeboat. I got on the raft.
First issue, we brought too many beers out. It was supposed to be a 12-pack of beer.
So what explains the regurgitation of the hot
Because
dog?
I had to drink two more. Yeah, I didn't drink this one. So
By the,
that's what I did.
way, by the way, we had to do the same thing.
I know. Well, you guys must be better at me at drinking and eating.
We're not.
No.
No.
Don't feel so bad
Don't
about
feel
yourself.
so bad
I
for
hate
yourself.
hearing. I just
Oh
feed
my
up.
God, you're a winner.
You're a winner in my
You
mind.
won.
Where's
You
my
won.
trophy?
You won sports.
I'm sure Mrs. Lucky's proud of you.
The lucky-
and your 3 kids. They're like,
the lucky lady.
Dad.
Doing my best.
All right, here we go. We are going to end it here. Another episode.
I'm going to end this beer here.
Nice job,
All right.
Mr. Fun.
It was great seeing you guys. It was a fun challenge. I can't believe we're going to do this again in 3 weeks, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
But until we do it again next time, let me just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Motherfuckers. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. So I couldn't do it.
There's not